Hi, this is the Cyderbaby pod here at Livewire and Rockin By The River, and a homegrown band, the Outlanders.
Hello.
Cracking set earlier. I was really blown away. I was brilliant.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, we really enjoyed playing. It was a great crowd, great turnout, so it was really fun.
You've been hiding under a bushel, as far as I'm concerned. You know, where have you been hiding?
Well, I mean, it's tough, isn't it? I mean, we had, I think we were building momentum. I think, and then the big C word happened and everything shut down. But after that, I think we've starting to get back to it, starting to write more original music, and that's what we want to do now. I think we've played a lot of them with local pubs, and it's great, and we love doing that. But doing things like tonight is what we want to do, and playing with these kind of bands, and get out the southwest a little bit and move around, and do some of that stuff. So yeah.
Okay, so you guys actually met here. I know you two are brothers, so you obviously met a while ago.
I've known Josh since I was about 5.
Yeah,
so we went to school together.
Yeah. Medals in the post, mate.
Yeah, but I think it helps. I mean, obviously, Jake being my brother, he helped me. He learned guitar when he was like 6. I didn't start playing bass till I was 16, 17.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
And yeah, so that's been great. I think the chemistry is really good. It's great. I mean, I've known Harry. He's been a mate of mine since we were primary school, secondary school. And then we met our singer here. We saw him do a gig with a band, and we thought, blew an heck.
He's got some pipes.
He's got some pipes. I think that's what we said. He's got some pipes. And then we saw him play, and we were just like, wow, we need a singer. And we thought on the off chance we'd ask him, what are you doing? And funnily enough, all his mates were going off to uni, and he wanted a band. So it was kind of like happy days, get on board. And I will say about this place, I won't talk about it a bit more in a bit, but it's genuinely fantastic. Not just music wise, but I think, the lives just kind of turned around as well. It's just amazing. And anything that can help this place out, is amazing. That's why tonight's so special, I think, for all of us. So.
Yeah, it must be quite a privilege to actually give something back, to the actual cause.
Yeah, I mean, because although Harry could play drums before he came in, I could play guitar, just played have them, Cal could sing that. None of us, well, apart from Harry, had played in a band before properly. I could play guitar, but before I actually started coming here, I'd never played with other musicians. As far as I was concerned, I played in my bedroom to backing track sort of thing, which is a completely different skill, playing in a band compared to playing in your bedroom, and you have to play a completely different way. And that's what this place has given me, as an opportunity, to play as part of a band, and for as a young person not earning any money, having a studio, having rehearsal rooms to play and learn how to record music with sound engineers, and I learned drums here, and learning to do all these things is absolutely brilliant.
So the Outlanders, I mean, how would you describe your sound? I mean, it's no good me saying, "Oh, you're brilliant." Just where have you drawn your inspirations from?
Spot. You can start with that. I mean, you can bring that one in.
I love everything really. So I'm a massive metalhead.
Yeah.
So I go from the heaviest stuff you can think of all the way through to like Hans Zimmer and film music. So, but I grew up on my dad's music. So Rush, Yes, Genesis, and then I sort of branched out into Linkin Park, Foo Fighters. So that's where I get my sort of inspiration for drums.
That's why we argue all the time.
And then I say he's from Manchester.
I'm not.
He thinks I am. Oasis and Beatles and
Who?
Never heard of
No, I mean, I definitely. I mean, for me, I mean, that was kind of my. I say you go to, isn't it? Yeah, what you really kind of feels brilliant. Yeah, I was definitely more into that indie kind of scene. Still am. Still love it. And I think that's kind of helped us, with a bit of a blend. So I think we weren't very narrow when we come into this. It wasn't like we were coming from a narrow kind of this is what our sound's going to be. We are still finding it, and it's taken us 4 years to actually develop the sound that we want, and that is still evolving. So it's not like we formed the band and like that's our sound. It took a lot of work, and I think the songs we're writing now are becoming more. They got a bit more identity about them. I think there's a bit more of a because now we know what we want and what we're doing. We're kind of blending some of that old school proper rock with a bit more of a modern kind of twist on top. It's what I think it's got quite a cool sound. I think we've got and then he's Mr. Slash, Mr. Guns N' Roses, basically.
It's always a funny one because we always get from people that haven't heard us, who maybe want to come and see us. They say, "Oh, what style of music is it?" Obviously, it's based in rock music.
Yeah.
But it's quite hard to pin down because there is elements of classic rock, but there's also elements of like some of our songs are very sort of, we've taken inspiration from like the likes of Cortina's Oasis, all these like new sort of indie bands, along with, what Harry's into in terms of the metal, the sort of like Linkin Park, Slipknot, that sort of thing. I'm into, my playing style, I grew up learning Slash guitar solo, so my playing style is rooted in that, but I have learned, we play a lot of, sort of modern rock songs and indie songs as well, so it's a blend basically of
I've got the indie influence and also hints of where you're going. It seems to be like the bands that are like quite popular at the moment, like for Covey, people like that. Obviously not female fronted, but it's a very modern sound, and it's quite fresh to hear it at a place that is so steeped in just classic rock. I don't mean that disrespectfully, but it just opens up the audience.
So I love those bands like sort of Wachovia Download this year and Boston Manor and Trashboat, all those sort of bands who have that electronic element, and it's all done in the studio. So me and Jake are trying to work out how to do that, writing it to our own songs in our little studio that we got. So we're going to push more towards that and then add in whatever we pull in on top of that.
Yeah, I think it's thanks. I think you hit the nail on the head there. So it's like a bit refreshing. I think it's nice to have that kind of mix in these events. I think it's good. The classic rock stuff is amazing. I think the bands playing today are amazing. I think we're definitely in that kind of genre almost, but I think it's a little bit kind of I don't know what the word is really, but a bit more kind of
niche.
It's not just classic rock, and I think that's something that we're trying to keep, as part of us. We don't want to just be classic rock. If we turn out like that, we do well. Great, brilliant, happy days, But it's just finding that sound that it's going to keep evolving, and I think that sound will always keep evolving. It's not going to be something that's just going to be like bang. That's the sound,
It was quite funny because Thursday evening we played up in Bristol with a band called 2 Year Vacation, who were brilliant.
Yeah.
Which effectively are like a Swedish indie pop band. They're from Sweden, and they were absolutely brilliant. And that is completely the other end of the scale to what tonight is. But we are somewhere sort of in that middle ground of, having these old sort of classic rock roots, which is the music we all grew up and we love, with trying to put in sort of a modern element to it. Because all the music we listen to and all our friends listen to essentially is all 90s, 2000s, 2010s, all that music. That's what we grew up with.
That's the age. I think it's the aging, because we still are. I don't want to look at it at all. But we're relatively young. I'm the oldest, and I'm 25.
I'm the oldest.
Oh, you?
I'm the oldest.
No.
You are. Baby face.
Yeah, you are. I'll take it back. I'm happy now. Lovely. Yeah, brilliant.
I mean, I was only born in 2000, so I mean, I'm
move on. But that helps, doesn't it? I mean, I think that's a good point. All our mates, in terms of what we grew up, when they come and watch us, and what they want to hear, what do we like? So that definitely has an influence. You got to stick to your roots and what your fans and your mates and that want to hear, and that's what we try to do.
Yeah. We try to make music that we would want to listen to. Yeah. If we listen to it back and we go, I would want to put that on in my car. That's the type of music. Yeah. We don't try and aim to be one particular thing. It's just what we all seem to like to listen to that's what we end up writing. So
Okay. So your music is out there, I think. Now,
some of it,
we're getting now.
Yeah. So what have you got out at the moment?
So our latest single, "Dance With Me," that's out on Spotify. That's been out for. Has it been out for a year?
It's been out for about a year and a half.
Yeah. We are recording because we do it in like a little home studio. Obviously, cost of living and things like that, we can't afford to go out. We can't afford to go out and pay for an actual studio, but we have got a decent little setup at your house, haven't we?
That's mine little. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Do nothing else apart from listen to these guys over thousands of times.
Just like that, Harry.
Trying to fix all their little cock-ups and stuff. So.
I mean, you did sound engineering at DB, didn't you?
I went to a college in Plymouth called DBS Music, and they support small bands like this as well. So I learned all my little stuff like this basically here, there, and eventually I'll have my own studio, but I'm building it sort of in my parents' garage at the moment, and it works well. So
I think it's lovely, mate.
Thank you.
I think it's a lovely little studio.
That's where we recorded Dance For Me. They did before I was in the band. They did Jumpy Boy and Floodgates, which are both on Spotify here. And then our latest song, Out of Sight, is going to come out in hopefully end of this month, next month sort of thing. So it's very close to being done. So
Excellent. Make sure you get it over to me, and I'll give it some radio plays.
Yeah, amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Excellent. Right. Well, I won't hold you out anymore because there's obviously bands to see tonight and people to meet and
Enjoy the show.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. I did really enjoy the show. The music is great. It's fresh. It's interesting. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, brilliant. Nice one.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.